No, I got a class in 4 minutes. Okay. All right.
You having a nice day?
Yes, it is a lovely day. I started off with a wonderful walk out for about 45 minutes. I like to walk about 45 minutes to an hour. But today, I think because of the weather, I've been getting up a little later. And so I only get like 45 minutes in. And I'll go out and walk a pretty good pace. And it's nice to see so many people out walking and on bicycles. And
what's your neighborhood?
I live in Little Neck, Virginia Beach, the Little Neck area.
You're pretty far out then.
Yeah. It is a bit of a drive to get into the center, but it's not too bad. It's mostly freeway, so I don't mind that. But yeah, it does. It requires a lot of kind of prepping and making sure. Sometimes I don't always check the traffic, so I try and leave much earlier because you never know when an accident might happen, and they happen all the time. So, you know, even if you follow the reports on the news, they may not be up to date with something that just happened. So I always try and leave at least 45 minutes before class starts. So it gives me 15 to 10.
Hey, Tibia.
Tibia's back. Hi, Tibia. Yeah.
Didn't know I was on mute. Hello.
Pardon?
No, I didn't know I was on mute. I said hi.
Oh, you're on mute. Not anymore. Let's see, we got someone else here too. And then we have everyone on Facebook. So we'll start in a couple of minutes. Let's see, we got 1 minute. So just in case you're new, having a block is really good, a useful prop to have. Blankets or pillows will also help. And again, like the previous class, I know some of you were here for it, but having a block behind you. And again, it could be anything. It could be a box. It could be a tightly wound blanket or a sturdy pillow. And that would work just to help remind you of posture. But also, I like to sometimes do twists in a forward fold, a prepared posture position, and just gently twisting and allowing maybe a prop to help lift you and extend your arm. So props are always useful. Having a yoga strap is also very useful for stretching. And if you don't have one, use a belt. It could be an old belt you don't care about, one of those like canvas style belts. Oh, there's a word for them. I keep forgetting. Or nylon. Something that's comfortable, that's the right length for you, at least 4 to 5 feet at least. 6 to 7 is preferable. But yeah, definitely having something at least 4 feet is useful to be able to wrap around your foot and lift. All right, a little bit of water too is always helpful every 15, 20 minutes. This class obviously is not as strenuous as some of the more aerobic classes, but it's still important to have a little bit of water, just keeping yourself hydrated and reminding yourself to get hydrated, especially after class. All right, so let us begin. So sitting up tall, making sure that your chair is comfortable for you, and adjusting yourself so that you feel both sit bones in your chair. You feel the knees are right over the ankles. And try and keep the knees about hip width apart. So not too wide and not too narrow. Just comfortably positioned so that your knees are comfortably over the ankles and that the knees track your toes. This is an important alignment for the body, aligning the spine to the hips to the legs, to the feet, grounding through the feet and finding a foundation there. Preparation is essential for nearly everything you do in life. The more prepared you are, the better you are to follow through and accomplish your goal. So just even in a position of sitting, even the simplest ideas need a foundation. So sitting up tall, and maybe noticing if you have a block or a prop behind you, if it's reminding you of your posture. As you sit up tall, heart is lifting, the top of the head is lifting. Shoulder blades are slightly back. All right, and there should be a natural curve of your lower back. Even the jaw sets back just a tad so that the chin isn't forward and you should not be feeling any tension in your neck. You should feel your head fully supported by the spinal system. And once you have that position, deep breaths in, feel the chest lift, the extension of the belly, exhaling as much air out of the nose as you can. Arms lift, extend, open the chest, inhale. Exhale, palms come down onto the lap, either palms down or up. However it is that you feel today, accepting that. Knowing to be present and completely in your practice today. Focusing on every breath. Finding a mudra that may be helpful to you. Water mudra, peace mudra. Begin to close your eyes. focusing on the breath, noticing the movement with the breath of the body. On the exhale, knowing that your exhale is so important to relax the mind, to relax the body. It triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, which therefore is what's called the rest and digest action instead of fight and flight, which is when you start breathing quickly and your body begins to increase some of its proteins, enzymes that increase the mind's alertness. The parasympathetic nervous system relaxes the mind, relaxes the body, allows you to be present more in yourself, aware of your body. Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, ha sound. Inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out the mouth, ha sound. Continue at your own pace. Inhale in through the nose and exhale out the nose, this time creating the same vibration, the same movement and almost sound through the nose. Using the breath to help you focus, begin to remove all of your thoughts. Directing your mind inward. Focusing on the breath. Knowing the breath is primary to any poses that we do. If you find yourself holding your breath or it's fatiguing or labored, then you should listen and back off, adjust or modify a pose, or completely come into a resting pose, seated comfortably in your chair. Knowing there should never be any pain in the practice. Again, modify, adjust, or rest. Inhale, lift up the top of your head. Notice if your posture has succumbed slightly to gravity. And exhale, chin to chest. Gently stretching your cervical spine. And slowly rotating chin to your right shoulder. Exhaling as you come back to center. Inhaling as you come to the other shoulder. Taking your time. On your next inhale, chin to chest. Arms come out. Begin to lift the chin, reaching up. Extending deeply. Breathe. Arms can come out to the side, or you can keep them uplifted for Bhastrika breathing, or bellows breath. Beginning to awaken the mind, awaken the body. As you bring the arms forward on your exhale, again, this is a sharp, deep exhale. Bring the thumb in and the fingers rest over in baby fists. So exhale through the nose quickly and close to the arms. Open up, inhale, and then exhale quickly. The same goes if your arms are above. Inhale. Thumb comes in, fingers come over, and then exhale quickly. You can watch for the first few if you'd like to. Prepare yourself. Inhaling in. Exhaling through the nose deeply. Inhale, and we will begin. Last one, deep breath in. You're gonna feel maybe a swirling, a little bit of dizziness. This is normal, a bit of hyperventilation. This is the blood moving in the head and awakening the brain. We're gonna do one more set at 20. Always good to have a tissue for that one. And deep breath in. Position your arms where you wish. Deep exhale to begin with. Inhale and begin. Deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. Long exhale. One more time. Inhale in deeply. Out the mouth, cleansing breath. Inhale it again, and then one more cleansing breath. Very long exhale. Ha sound. Inhale and out the nose. Opening the eyes if they were closed. And feel the lungs awaken. Arms come forward, reaching forward, extend. Now press the shoulder blades back. Breathe and begin to rotate at the wrists. Warming up, opening up the fingers, and reverse. Elbows begin to rotate and reverse. Breathe. Good posture. Bring the fingertips together and begin to move the entire arm. Feel the shoulders as you create this wave motion, moving in a pattern from one side to the other. Noticing where you started and making the wave shallow or very deep. Just noticing how the shoulders are feeling. And now reversing the movement as if you're starting from the other side. And again, adjusting the depth of your wave. Noticing your breath, the movement of the arms. And then begin to shallow the wave. Begin to slow the movement. Arms are still pointing fingertips to fingertips. Breathe. Extend the arms forward and slowly press the feet to the floor. Again, notice the posture. Keeping the knees over the ankles, extending to the right, reaching. Very gentle twist here. Breathing, staying. Exhale back to center. Inhale tall and exhale to the left. Again, a gentle twist here. Breathing, noticing how the right side feels from the left. They are unique individual sides. Extending back to center. Arms are tired. Lift up. Really extend, toning those arms, reaching. Elbows can be bent if you have any shoulder sensitivity. And arms come down. Breathe, grabbing the chair, lifting the heart. Chin gently extends up. Just be mindful of your cervical spine. Extend hands forward to the knees and press the chin to chest and belly button back, creating that arch of cat. Inhaling tall, sliding the hands back, bring the chest forward. Shoulder blades squeeze together as the arms hold the chair and lengthen. Inhaling, tall, exhaling, chin to chest, breathe. Inhale, lift, reaching up at the top of the head, good spinal alignment. We're going to lift up the right arm, reach up, breathe. Extend the left arm, opening up the chest. And again, feel the activity of the right hand pressing up and the left hand reaching for the earth. Switching sides, left hand reaches for the heavens and right hand reaches for the earth. Opening up, breathing, good. Inhale, lift the right hand and keep the core strong. Left hand holds the chair as your left leg extends, points and flexes. Breathe. You're welcome to bend the elbow if your shoulder's getting tired. Rotate around the ankle. Breathe. Core is working here. And reverse. Working your core. Keep the shoulders lifted, heart lifted. Exhale, dropping the right hand, left leg, switching left arm, good posture. Feel the strength in the left leg as you lift the right. Breathe, Point and flex. And rotate all the way around. Again, if your arm's getting tired, you can bend the elbow or just bring it down. Reverse the rotation. Breathe. And exhale it down. Switch sides, right arm, left leg. Right leg is strong, good foundation, even in the simplest and most basic of postures. Seated. Extend out to the side, reaching with the right arm out, reaching through the left heel. Feel the core, feel the obliques work on your left side. Holding it here, quadriceps are working. You're welcome to hold that leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale down, left arm up. Find that foundation in the left leg and then lift the right. Breathe, extend out to the side. Keep that left leg still, knee over the ankle. Welcome to hold the leg if you need to. Breathe. Good posture. Don't let it falter. Come back to center. Exhale down. Widen the legs and gently just windshield wiper. Notice the hips. How are they feeling today? Maybe finding gratitude for all these basic poses that we do. Gratitude for just sitting or just standing. And all that we need for it. Our feet, our ankles, our legs, our hips. So many things that allow us to do the most basic of functions. Knees come back in together. Extend the toes forward. Holding the chair, find good posture. And we're going to tap it out. Start noticing the core. Again, really engage that belly button back. Feel the heart lift as you tap, tap, and tap. Slowly working actively the quadriceps, the lower abdominal region. And then out to the side. Breathe. You can do this. Again, you can go slower. You can take a break and rest. Back to center. And keep the right leg up. Extend it out. Back to center. And lift a little higher. And back down. Feeling it in the quad. Left leg up. Extend through that right foot. Notice if it's more work. You don't have the foundation of that right foot when it was bent, when the knee was bent. So just notice out to the side. How much more work is going on now in your core because you don't have the foundation to the earth from your foot. Breathe. Now lift up a little bit higher and back down. Bend those knees, shake it out. Arms come up. And you can bend the elbows if you need to. And just slowly make a tiny little circle. Tiny little circle. Going in one direction only. Just notice how the sides feel your back, even your abdominals as you reach back in your circle. And now create a bigger circle. Breathe. Breathe. Keep breathing. Maybe even a bigger circle. We're really working, moving up the spine, the thoracic spine. And reverse small, tiny circle. The opposite direction. Again, start small. Keep moving, keep breathing, keep lifting. Feel the activity through the finger. And a larger circle. Just a little bit bigger. Going around and around. And notice each side. Notice even your feet as they press to one side then the other, keeping that foundation. that most basic movement of ours, sitting, standing, using our feet, and now a bigger circle. Breathe and lift up. Arms are tired here. Exhale, hands down. Shake out the arms. Good. Bring those feet together. Feet press to the floor. Feel the squeeze here. All right. And now begin to really press the thighs in towards each other. Feel the lower leg engaged, the calf. Feel the feet are engaged. You feel maybe the arches are engaged, toes are pressing into the floor, heels begin to press into the floor, and notice the glutes really begin to engage. All this is connected. None of it can be disregarded. It must all be taken care of. From your toes, your toenails, your heels, from the calf, all the way up to the hips. Breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We are active here. Not just sitting pretty. We're actively pressing the feet to the floor, feeling the squeeze of the thighs, the squeeze of the glutes, and relax. Now, if you have a prop, this will be the challenge. If you have a prop, it could be the blanket, it could be a book, it could be a block. All right, and now I'm going to ask you to squeeze the block and notice. This may really help you to notice the activity going on in the legs and just this movement. All right, so position it however is comfortable for you, lengthwise, vertically or horizontally. And again, find your posture. Find your feet pressing into the floor. Of course, there's distance now between them, but you have the block here to close that distance. So begin to engage the quadriceps. Begin to squeeze into the block. Thighs are engaging. Good. Feet begin to engage. Notice the feet. Breathe. Now really press the heels into the floor, feel the glutes engage. It's almost automatic when that happens. It's amazing how that pressure into the heels really engages the glutes. Now the core is gently engaging here. It's automatic. You don't even have to work it, but you can if you want to really engage. Press that belly button in and notice the effort through the breath. And shoulders up and back. Squeeze that block. Now really, really squeeze. Hold the chair, help lift the heart. Holding it here. Breathe. Now lift the heels. Try and keep the glutes engaged. Hold. Feel the activity, the heat forming around the hips, around the neck. And holding that chair, lift the heart, maybe lift the toes. Breathe. And exhale it down. Shake it out. You can always use a block between the legs to accentuate and create more effort if you'd like to. So no, these can be used in many different ways. Now place that block in the lower leg. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to squeeze that block using our calf muscles. And again, it could be a book, it could be a ball. So if you have even if you have a ball nearby, you can always use a ball. And just squeeze that ball, the volleyball. So as long as it's about the right size. All right, and I'm going to squeeze that the legs, and squeeze that block. Now sit up tall and notice again the effort occurring, but now it's more in the calf muscle rather than the quad. Of course, it's all working. Breathe. Engage your feet to the floor. Now the heels really engage. Now really press the heels. You feel the toes want to lift. Hold it here. Breathe. Arms come up. Keep that engagement. Exhale forward. Keep the engagement of the legs. And squeeze your thighs in more. Help it. Holding it here. Breathe. Feel the toes press to the floor. And release. Come on up. Shake it out. Exhale, hands down. Extend the legs. Work a lot of core here. And slowly, maybe lift the feet. And again, it just may be an attempt. Maybe a little hop and then down. So holding the chair, keep your core strong. Engage the lower legs. Press that block in. Squeeze it. And then lift. Holding it here. Feel the legs really working. Breathe. And back down. And you may have noticed that you come forward after that. You reclined in order to create balance with the legs lifting. Again, this is prepping us for boat pose. So holding it here, recline slightly back. So you might have to come forward on your chair. Your hands might have to come back slightly to find that support for the torso. Squeeze the legs and maybe lift. Now keep squeezing the legs. Feel the work in the hip and the core. Maybe the lower back. If you feel sensitive in the lower back, see if you can lift the heart. Use the arms to help support you. Breathe. Holding it here. Exhale, come forward. Reach up, relax. Lift up the arms, gentle forward fold. Prepare posture to begin with. Side to side movement. You're welcome to remove the block if you need to, especially if you need to widen the legs for breathing. And stretch out the lower back. Extend forward. Lift up just about 40 degrees, maybe 45. And allow the elbows to slide down onto your thigh. Palms are down. Prepping for Sphinx here. And really squeeze the legs. Again, we're working on this alignment of your legs, your feet, your knees. Prepping you from the bottom up. And then slowly begin to extend the heart forward. And actively press the elbows into your thighs. Breathe. Now start to feel the work in your back as you lift the heart up. And then again, just be mindful of the cervical spine. You shouldn't feel any pain in your neck. So adjust the neck down if you need to. Otherwise, if you feel fine, lift the chin, but no more than parallel to the floor. No higher than parallel to the floor. Holding it here. Feel the squeeze. Now squeeze that block. Feel the engagement of the legs. This helps to support your lower back. And relax the shoulders. Curve the back up like in cat. Slide the hands to your knees and slowly lift up. Reach up and begin to extend the arms. And gently bend the elbows ever so slightly for cobra. Bring the shoulder blades back, heart forward. Feel the shoulders squeeze back. Squeezing the shoulder blades back. Squeeze your block. Breathe. And again, mind your cervical spine. Chin is no higher than being parallel to the floor. Breathe. So you can bring it down if you need to. Otherwise, if you have no issues, bring the chin up parallel to the floor. And keep the activity here. Squeeze the block. Feel how it helps to prepare the lower part of the body to support your lower back, the upper body. And relax, exhale. Press the belly button back, chin comes to chest, stretch it out. This is our counter pose as cat. Inhale, breathe, and lift up, shoulder blades up and back. So a prop is very useful to engaging the body, right? And I think these few exercises, these few poses have really proven how important it is to have things like this, because it really helps you to start to acquire knowledge about your own body by activating these muscles. So it's really important that you do get a prop for you, and to at least to begin yoga. And then once you have mastered, which may take years, for me even, then you'll start to be able to automatically engage without using these props. And even then, sometimes the props really help and assist in getting you into that pose. All right. Or making it more comfortable, like in yin. All right, legs out nice and wide, shoulders up and back, arms come up, lift up, and wide-legged forward fold. Swan dive to prepare posture. And really feel the feet engage. Now, correct. They must be to support you in chair, and then gently move side to side. Good. And exhale back to center. And again, if you need to stay head above the heart and the medical heart issues, then do so. Otherwise, allow the head to drop down. Maybe use a block at the highest level, and then notice if you can come down to the next, and maybe to the next, slowly progressing maybe to the floor. And with wide leg, you'll feel a little bit more activity in the legs than normal, keeping those knees apart if you can. Again, knee over the ankle. Allow the shoulders to relax, allow the head to relax, allow the face to relax. Inhale, begin to slowly come up. Use the block if you need to. Or bring hands to the knees, slowly lift up, reach up, and come up. Bring the knees in, relax the hips. Exhale, and twist to the right. Breathe, lifting up. Feel the feet press to the floor. The knees are still over the ankles. And breathe. Inhale, unwind, realign the spine, lift up tall, and then exhale to the left. So your right hand to the left leg, left hand to the chair, and breathe. Knees are over the ankles. Good posture. Inhale, tall, lift up, nice and long. Exhale to the right, left hand to right thigh. Maybe this time your right hand will extend further back. Reach, reach, reach. And maybe on your next exhale, chin will come over. Eyes may look towards that right hand. Extend through the top of the head, through the fingertips. Inhale, unwind, realign. Exhale to the left. Right hand to left thigh. And maybe your left arm will extend, reaching back. Breathing, knees over the ankle. Head lifting, heart lifting. Breathe. Maybe on your next exhale, chin will look back. Eyes will reach towards that left hand. Unwind, lift up, deep breath in, a full forward fold, or prepare posture as you wish. Extending through the top of the head and then exhaling down deeper.
Welcome to be dynamic, to move side to side. Inhale, sliding slowly up one vertebrae at a time, starting with your tailbone, then the lower lumbar, lower thoracic, up through the shoulders, lifting up the chin last. Arms come up, looking up, upward salute, slight back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms come out, reverse swan dive. Lifting up, breathe. Exhale, hands come down. Widen your legs. Press the knees back. Arms come up for goddess. Breathe. Again, knees are over the ankles. Even though we are wide legs, still maintain that position. Temple, lifting up the arms. Heart reaches up. Knees press back. Exhale, arms come out. Modified five-pointed star. Exhale, hands down. And slowly rotate to the right into our lunge. Opening up the hips here. Deep breath in, reaching up to the top of the head. And extending left arm up, reach, reach, reach. And maybe extending your left leg back, finding that stretch. Stretching your hip flexors, your psoas, muscles that are constantly contracted as we sit in a chair, maybe in front of a computer or TV. And every once in a while, we just need to open this up. Lift up. This is really important because the psoas attaches to your lower lumbar, to your spine, and therefore, if it stays contracted, it shortens, and that's when people start to hunch forward as well. So many reasons for stretching the psoas. Exhale, hands come down. And then slowly bending your knee if you had straightened it. And coming back, widen the legs. And rotate to the opposite side. Finding your lunge on the left side now. Adjusting your seat. Making sure that front leg, knees over the ankle as always. Holding the chair, lifting up tall, maybe extending your right leg. Finding that stretch, find your edge. Again, there should never be pain. So adjusting anything you may need to. Breathe. Maybe your right arm comes up, lifts up tall. And extending. Again, stretching the hip flexors. Exhale, hands come down. Holding the chair, bring the knees around. And nice wide legs. Breathe. Having your strap ready. Gonna hold maybe about 3 feet apart. Again, it could be a belt, a rope, it could be a towel. You use a towel. So please don't let these props hinder you or make you think that you need to go out and buy anything. You don't. Deep breath in, arms forward and lift up. Extending up. Exhale to the right. And try and keep your hands on the same plane. Inhale tall, and then exhale over. Again, trying to keep the hands on the same plane. So your shoulders stacked over in the same Lying on the same plane. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Widening, I suggest a little bit wider. We're going to try and come back further. Inhaling up, nice and tall. Exhaling slightly further back. And then again, finding your edge, knowing where you need to stay, where you need to stop. Breathe. Take your time. Smile through it. Ooh, tough, stiff today. And then coming right back up, use your breath. Inhale, lifting. Relax, breathe, don't hold the breath. Keep breathing. Take your time. Use your breath, exhale the tension out. Relax the fingers. Relax the neck. Bring the right knee in, squeeze it in. And allow the strap to come to the base of your toes and extending it forward. Reach through the heel. Breathe, lifting up. Going out to the side. Again, keep that left leg still. Torso long. Back to center. Switching hands and exhaling over. Feel that stretch through your IT band. Inhale back to center. Bending the knee to pigeon. You're welcome to use a block at whatever height you need, highest, lowest, even placing the foot on the floor or getting it up closer to you. Just notice there shouldn't be any pain in your knee. Adjusting the foot as you need to reduce the pain, creating a 90-degree angle with your foot to again help protect the knee. So finding where you need to be, every day can be different. One day you may say, I need to drop that foot down, and that may be exactly what you need to do. We're here to take care of ourselves, not to hurt ourselves. You should immediately start feeling a stretch in your right hip. And then as you exhale, you hinge forward at the hips. Heart is reaching forward and up, not down and crunching forward. Shoulder blades are still up and back. As you come slowly forward. And again, use your exhale progressively. Coming deeper and finding your edge. You might even grab the chair for stability, for extra stretch. Inhale, slowly begin to lift, reaching the top of the head up. And bring that knee in, point, flex, rotate. Extending one last time and dropping it down. Opposite side, bring that left knee in, squeeze. And finding the strap placed at the base of your left toes. Extending it forward. Lifting up. Right foot always. Make sure it's good. Good foundation. Knee over the ankle. And then extending it out to the left. Away from the midline. Again, reminding your right knee to stay still. Reminding the torso to lift up tall. Come back to center and extend inward now. Feel the stretch in the IT band. Breathe in and then bring that knee in, preparing for pigeon. Again, use your block or even the floor or Allow your left ankle to come onto your right thigh. Lifting up tall. Exhaling forward. Take your time. Again, adjust as you need to. Again, there should be no pain. No pain in your knee, your ankle, your hip. Deep inhale, begin to lift up nice and tall, reaching up. Bring that knee in. Point, flex, rotate. Extend forward and dropping it down. Bumblebee breath. All right, for anyone who wishes to become more focused or to drown out the chaos outside and you're having just a hard time just with your breath, let's try one bumblebee breath. And so we'll bring the arms out, reach up, and palms come together. Let's warm them up just a spell before we do this. And a prayer. And then we're going to transfer the energy in those fingers. We're going to bring pointer finger, middle finger to the eyes. You can use even the ring finger to the eyes. You bring the thumbs to your ears to close the ear from sound. And you're welcome to just bring the pinky down below the nose. And take a deep breath in through the nose, nice and tall. And begin to hum on your exhale. Deep breath in. One more time. Nice deep inhale. The more you close your ears, the stronger the vibration is. And slowly exhale. And with a hum, keeping the mouth closed, breathe out the nose. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, palms land gently up on your knees. Palms are up. Feet gently pressing into the floor. Good alignment. Bring the feet up towards the top of the head. Shoulder blades are back. Inhale in through the nose. Everything out the mouth. One more cleansing breath. Inhale. Closing the eyes. Exhale everything out. Feel the shoulders drop. Feel the elbows way down by the hips. Feel the back of the hand relax completely, surrendering into the thigh. Coming to your natural rhythm of breath. On each exhale, see if you can relax the face, the jaw, the throat, the tongue. my hope is that in this practice, an awareness was brought to the most basic parts of us that we usually take for granted. That we find gratitude in all our members of our body. And knowing that even the smallest parts are important. We may look at our community and know even the smallest ones, the most basic of people in our community, are just as important. And our communities are stronger because every member is present and active. That we support each other, just as we need to support our own bodies, taking care of them. That in our community we take care of each other. And we acknowledge all members as important. You are important. You are enough. Inhale, arms come up. Palms together into prayer. The light in me sees and honors the light in and of each and every one of you. Which means namaste. Thank you and have a blessed day. Thank you to everyone on Facebook. Thank you to Prime Plus. So be good, be kind.
Thank you, Angie.
You're welcome, Tabia. You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
And thank you.
All right.
Catherine,
You're quite welcome. It is my pleasure and honor to be here.
see you tomorrow again.
All right. Yeah, I'll be. Are you going to class?
Well, I will be online.
Oh, that's right. They view it online. So good. So you'll see me tomorrow. I won't see you then.
Right.
But have a wonderful day. And
You too.
all right.
What class do they do online?
Online
What class
tomorrow. Let's see. I think they'll be. Are they posting? I don't know if they post. I don't think they post the ones at the center, but they'll be. They'll have.
Too Fit to Quit.
Too Fit to Quit is online tomorrow. Bar, I think, is on Thursday. There's another one tomorrow too. So there's two tomorrow, I think. I have to look. Yeah, I'm going to. You can still see me, I think, unless I'm paused.
No,
but
I gotta leave though, folks.
I'm paused
Tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye-bye, Tibia.
Okay.
Bye, Angie.
Bye-bye, Tibia.
Bye bye.
I'll find it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I should have it. I should just print it out and have it here, so I'm always aware.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's just Too Fit. Yeah, you're right. It's just Too Fit to Quit tomorrow. There isn't another virtual class.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I won't do yin until and I'll do yin on Thursday, but it's only on the floor, so I don't think you'll go to that one. So yes, go. If you don't go to the center, go do Too Fit to Quit with Fairy tomorrow.
Yeah, it's online. Gary's
All right. All right. Well, take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.